Hello and welcome back. In this video we'll be looking at this last question in section 5.4, which involves sort of an application of solving nonlinear equations. This is one that we have sort of looked at a little bit before. Let's find the length and width of a rectangle whose perimeter is 20 feet and area is 21 feet. Okay, so let's draw ourselves a little rectangle, and let's say that the length is x and the width is y. So we know that the perimeter is 20 feet. So what is the perimeter? It's the sum of all the edges. So we know that if we have x plus y coming up plus another x going over plus y coming down is equal to 20, meaning x and x, so that's 2x, and y is 2y, is equal to 20. So this is one equation. This is for the perimeter. And we know that the area is just going to be x times y, and that is equal to 21. So we have our two equations. We have the equation for the perimeter, and we have the equation for the area. And because we have x times y, this is non-linear. Even though it's x to the first power and y to the first power, if we have an x times a y, this is not going to be linear anymore. So the way I would go about doing this is we can look to see if we can do some addition to see if we can cancel some things out. But since the x and y are multiplying together, I can't really cancel one without the other, and it doesn't really make sense. So what I'll do instead is substitution. So I'm going to solve one of these equations for either x or y, and I like the look of this top equation. So let's solve this top equation for, let's say, y. First, if I want to get y by itself, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Be 20 minus 2x. And I'm taking this times 2, so I'm going to take y is equal to 10 minus x. So if I divide both sides by 2, the 20 divided by 2 is 10. Negative 2x divided by 2 is going to be negative x. So we know that y is equal to 10 minus x, and I can plug that into this equation. So this will be x times y, but I know that y is 10 minus x, and that's equal to 21. So if we multiply these together, so x times 10 is going to be 10x. X times negative x is going to be x squared. And because I like things positive, I'm going to move the x squared to this side. So I'll add x squared to both sides. So this will be x squared plus 21. And then I'll subtract 10x from both sides. And we'll have 0 is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 21. So I've just moved everything to the other side, 21. And this will factor. I need two numbers to be that will multiply together to get 21, that add together to get negative 10. So x minus 3 and x minus 7. Negative 3 times negative 7 is 21. Negative 3 and negative 7 add together is negative 10. So my two solutions, x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 7. So I have two different solutions here. The question sort of implied find the length and width of a rectangle whose perimeter is this and the area is this. This kind of implies that there should only be one solution. So let's figure out what's going on here. We have our equation, let's use this equation, x times y is equal to 21. So if x is equal to 3, we know that 3 times y is equal to 21, so y should be equal to 7 when x is 3. But if I plug in x is equal to 7, I'll get 7 times y is equal to 21, meaning y is equal to 3. So my two solutions are 3 and 7, or 7 and 3. And we can see why there's only one, why there is really only one solution to this. If we think about a rectangle, if we flip the rectangle over, the length and width just switch. So what are the length and width of a rectangle whose perimeter is 20 feet and area is 21 feet? the length and width are, so we have 3 feet and 7 feet. It doesn't really matter which one is the length and which one is the width. Sorry, that's probably another Amber Alert. So I will stop here.